This segment is sponsored by Kent District Library. KDL is introducing a commercial-free streaming service that gives local musicians a platform on which to share their music and library patrons access to a bunch of great music. David Speck is a digital marketing strategist with KDL, and he's here to tell us more about KDL Vibes. Hi, David. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see you again, Catherine. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, tell me about KDL Vibes.
Yeah, so KDL Vibes is our brand new local music streaming service. As you said, it's commercial, ad-free, available to anyone who visits the site. And basically, the idea behind KDL Vibes is that we have this rich and vibrant, diverse music scene in Grand Rapids and in West Michigan as a whole. And so many folks here have never even heard of, so many of those awesome artists. And so as a library, our job is to, bring this great content to the residents of Kent County who might not otherwise have access to it. And so we're just really excited that we can share all this awesome music with them.
How did you choose whose work you would feature?
So we put together a team of curators comprised of local musicians and local music aficionados, some folks who might work at WYCE, some folks who maybe you've seen perform around town at local venues. And basically, we held an open submission period. And during that time, we had about 130 local musicians submit sample tracks to us. And as a team, we went through, we listened to the tracks, we rated them, and at the end of the day, our goal was to select between 30 and 50 albums. We wanted a good representation of all the genres in the West Michigan music scene, and of course, quality albums. So that was kind of our process. And at the end of the day, I think we ended up with about 40 albums for our launch. Again, they range from bluegrass to hip hop to instrumental to experimental. So I think it's a good representation of what we have to offer, and we're really happy with it.
That is awesome. I know that artists will have a chance a couple times a year to also join into the Vibes process, right?
Correct. So we'll hold 2 open submission periods each year, one in the spring and one in the fall. And during those times, we'll be looking to add, between 20 and 30 new albums to the collection. And that's one of the best parts about Vibes is not only do we get to expose the residents of Kent County to all this awesome music that their community has to offer, but we get to pay these artists an honorarium for their album, and also kind of expose them to a pretty big audience that maybe, again, didn't even know about them before. So
who can listen to the music on Vibes? Do I need a library card?
You do not. So anybody can go on to the website and check out the music, browse all the albums. But if you want to ever favorite any of the tracks and kind of create your own personal playlist with the music available on the website, then you will need a library card, which is pretty easy to get. So I would recommend that you get one if you don't have one.
Yeah, it's, I think, critical. So as you mentioned, you talked a lot about the music scene in Western Michigan. Can you name drop a few of the folks that people will find on Vibes?
Yeah, so again, it's a great representation of all the different genres we have to offer. So you'll find awesome hip hop acts like Woozy. We've got Max Lockwood on there, who's very well known in the scene. Mark Lavengood. I could go on and on. We received so many awesome submissions. It was hard to narrow it down, really. And what's cool is with those biannual open submission periods, even if folks didn't get in this round with their music, they can always submit next round and possibly get in. So
awesome. Well, David, thank you so much. I want to let folks know for more information, visit vibes.kdl.org, vibes.kdl.org. Thanks so much, David.
Yeah, thank you, Catherine.